Christmas night edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off here at the 32. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And now, boy, this is a bit of a surprise to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. They go play action now. Jackson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal from the 3. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Dancing to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, these 2 teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte will give them the season sweep. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 36. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. He'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Panthers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complementary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 2nd down, Gordon, and he'll get it down here to the 43. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 51 yards on the punt there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level, and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Flush to his right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to run this one in. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Saints go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson. That's Samuel, caught left side. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw is Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
Touchdown, Panthers! Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead now up to 14. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. To throw again on second down. Reddick. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So we've reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back to throw now on first down. He's got Thompson here, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Being chased out left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd and 9, Reddick. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin White, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Dancing to under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Throwing right, and that's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll run on first down. McDonald, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. And he loses the football the 2nd time. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now Reddick. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Reddick. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Second and goal from inside the 5. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. On third down, Gordon. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our game here in the third. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Jackson's throw taken in by Samuel. And up to the third. Before they're able to knock him down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And at this stage... I'm sure you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. And all they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
3 yards the gain there, second down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Reddick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down now. Gordon, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. The playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
That's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Here's Reddick to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, it's McDonald. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They'll keep it on the ground. McDonald, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Reddick sets to pass it. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McDonald. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. They run the counter. McDonald, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a game where they were off and